do try to get a Baron. And depending on what the Drake spawns are, it could prove difficult, where it will come down to a situation that's similar to game number 1, except this time they won't have the luxury of the
Titan team get upset in KT earlier on today, getting 0-2'd by MVP. Now will we see SKT potentially going into the Rift? Welcome to Game 3, Longzhu versus SKT.
Both teams just fanning out. Nothing like game number 2 happening. Support's trading a little bit of the support gold early on. We're going to have to see if Blank actually starts on the Raptor camp.
Looks like it. As the Korean casters are even saying, very dangerous for him right now. As Crash looking to potentially come from behind, has the red buff. Huni playing it pretty safely so far. And here he comes. Gonna be a flash into Twisted Advance. And how can Huni get out of this one? Gotta be so careful. There's the red buff. Does get that down. And there's the flash over the wall. What? Fantastic one, but flash into the breast by Crash. Is he gonna go for it? One more hit will do it. And he does get it. First blood by Crash.
That was really close.
Word and forces out bombs, trying to get Fly to, use those cooldowns, use that mana, and uh-oh, Crash, he's been spotted running inside. He's just gonna get caught out here. Trying to jump onto him, and there he goes. So that's gonna be the kill.
Pushing bottom. There's very little incentive for Crash to come onto the bottom half of the map, given that there is no dragon. And it's too much of a resource investment to really try to push on and make sure that they can capture the bottom tier 1 turret. You can see that Gorilla and Crash are here trying to make something happen.
And they may just try to get onto Faker here, but the tidal wave will push this away. Gonna trade teleport for teleport. Here comes Prey in the back. And we don't quite have an engage from here. Fly is in a bit of trouble though. The equalizer coming out, and he's gonna be burst down. No ultimate coming out. Expression all alone going 1v5. He should be taken out as well. That's gonna be a double kill given over to Bang. Here, but they're not quite going for it. It looks like they wanted to bait. Chain of Corruption doesn't miss, but oh, the bubble as well. As Crash forced to jump away, still eating a ton of poke damage on his way out. And will they think about going for it now? We do have a lot of members all grouped up around here, and there's zero vision for Longzhu. They have no idea. They have an idea that all these members are up here, but they don't know exactly when it started, so they have to slowly push on in. And now they see exactly where it's at. It's very, very low. What are they going to do here? Tidal wave coming out, and no. Actually, Faker's going to get a kill onto Gorilla as well, and uh-oh. Longzhu kind of just has to run away, although Expression is jumping in. Crash able to jump onto Bang, but Bang does survive. And now they're fighting a 4v5 still. Not a lot of mana onto Bang, but it just doesn't matter. So much damage coming out of Faker and Bang. That's going to be a bunch of kills given over. Double kill for...
That's his ultimate last team fight. And they might actually be able to push on and get an inhibitor here. It's just Gorilla who's left to try to defend, and you can see that they're just shredding that turret so quickly. They have the Mountain Break. Gorilla goes down, back to the zoo for him. Rotating down to bottom. They're going to easily just shred this bottom tier 2 turret.
Oh boy.
Prey actually got caught.
Yeah, he got caught by that. Well, that's going to be the end for him. Tidal wave just to help clean up. And look at the burst damage. I mean, even just out of Bang, who's now 5-0-2. Faker sitting at 4-0-5. And we haven't even factored in Huni, who's split pushing on the other side of the map, who can easily lay down an equalizer, flash in, do an incredible amount of magic damage to add to all the physical. And I think SKT is looking to end this game ASAP. They have the Baron as well. 45 seconds still left. They're pushing top, they're pushing bot. There's just no real defense here for Longzhu.
SKT is certainly looking to try to end this game as quick as possible. The Baron buff still alive for a little bit longer. It looked like Wolf is maybe tapping and escorting the wave. Crash had to go up to top lane to try to deal with the Rumble. They're going to try to make the most of this Baron that they can. They at least open up the base, even if they don't get any inhibitors, although they're bringing down Huni. They might be looking for a team fight.
One more push, perhaps. Got about 10 seconds on the Baron. And looks like only Blank is left. Blank, rather, is left alone. Then he's just going to escort in this mid-wave, and actually is going to be engaged upon here. He's kind of all alone. Will flash away. That should save his life. Will SKT re-engage is the question. And some summoners used mainly just the flash out of Expression, and maybe that's going to give them the go-ahead to go onto this bottom inhibitor.
SKT looks like they're really not messing around. Trying to get both of these inhibitors. Careful, they can't eat any poke. Fly just gave away that Faker's on top of a ward. Tried to throw 2 balls at Faker. Faker wasn't having any of it.
Yep. Not like any of that. Here we go. Moving on into the top turret now. I mean, Longzhu still has decent wave clear, but... Well, actually, fantastic wave clear, but it's still, you know, when you're going up against that poke, when you see that kind of poke coming out of Jace at this point, what are you going to do? 27 minutes into the game, your support doesn't exist after one shock blast. Well, now Fly doesn't exist either. And, you know, just making his rounds, a little bit of poke damage onto the turret. Doesn't have to fully engage. Now they can engage. Equalizer on top of the tidal wave. Fire and water crashing together. Cooney going to make quick work, burning down the tree. Crash trying to do what he can. Is going to be bursted down. And, well, everybody's just so low that they're going to have to back off. So one inhibitor goes down. That's the second one. The mid one should go down. Quick time here. And it does explode.
Cooney has teleport. He could just recall and teleport to a minion to lock it up. They still have about 25 seconds on Expression, but choosing to play it really safe and actually just backing off to the Baron. I really like this. Not something I would always expect to see out of teams.
As you said, they keep their streams bound, so they're not making any mistakes now.
Now they're going to recall.
Of a support's health bar, or even an AD. It's pretty crazy. Well, they're going to try to get out to Prey, and he takes a lot of burn damage. The Cat's going to go, he's getting thrilled here, going on a bit of a thrill of a hunt, and just going to jump onto a minion. As SKT pushing on in, one last stand out of Expression. He's alone. Nobody on his team wants to go in with him. They're like, nope, you can mess with your KDA, man. I don't care. I'm not going in. I'm going back to the fountain. As SKT is going to sweep them up after losing the first game, take the 2-1 victory in this series.
And that was the SK Telecom that we expected to see coming into this series. They finished the game with a little bit over a 15,000 gold lead at 30 minutes. And that was just utter destruction. That's what I was expecting to see in game 1.
Yeah.
Didn't quite see it. Thought Longzhu had a glimmer of hope, actually, to take them down.